Imagine your feet know something your memory has not noticed yet. One day you realize that you are the last person crossing the street when the light turns red, or your friends are waiting for you to catch up on a walk. You tell yourself it is just age or stiff joints, but what if your walking speed is your brain's way of whispering for help years before your memory starts to slip? In this video, we are going to talk about why doctors are calling walking speed an important vital sign for older adults, how changes in your pace can be an early warning sign for dementia risk, and what you can do about it. Stay with me because you will learn a simple way to check your walking at home and practical steps to protect both your legs and your mind. As we get older, many people accept it as normal to walk a little slower, to take shorter steps, or to feel a bit unsteady. Family members may joke kindly that you are becoming the slow one in the group. It is easy to blame the knees, the hips, or the shoes, and sometimes that is true. However, your walking is not only about your muscles and joints. The way you move through space is tightly connected to how healthy your brain and nervous system are. When your walking changes suddenly or declines faster than expected, that can be a sign that something more than simple aging is going on. Every single step you take is a small miracle of coordination. Your brain decides where to go, your frontal lobes plan the movement, your balance system in the inner ear keeps you upright, your cerebellum fine-tunes the timing, and your spinal cord sends signals to dozens of muscles from your hips down to your toes. At the same time, your eyes are scanning the floor, and your body is adjusting to every crack on the sidewalk. Because so many brain areas are involved, walking speed and walking pattern can tell us a lot about how well those areas are working together. That is why researchers now talk about walking speed in older adults as a vital sign, just like blood pressure or heart rate. When doctors measure walking speed over a short distance and follow people for many years, they see a clear pattern. Older adults who walk very slowly or whose walking speed drops quickly over time are more likely to develop memory problems, difficulty with thinking, and eventually different forms of dementia. Sometimes, changes in the way a person walks appear several years before anyone notices serious forgetfulness. Of course, not everyone who walks slowly will develop dementia, and not everyone with dementia walks slowly. But if your pace is changing, it is a signal that deserves attention, not something to ignore or hide. Another clue that doctors pay attention to is what happens when the brain has to do more than one thing at once. In daily life, you rarely walk in silence on an empty track. You are talking to someone, carrying groceries, or thinking about a list. When researchers ask older adults to walk while at the same time saying the months of the year backwards or doing simple subtraction, some people suddenly slow down a lot or become unsteady. This is called dual task walking, and it shows how much spare brain power you have left for balance and coordination. If walking plus a very simple mental task causes a big slowdown or wobbling, it can be an early sign that the brain is under strain. So, what can you do with this information at home in a safe and simple way? First, choose a time when you feel rested and a place that is clear and free of obstacles, such as a hallway, a flat driveway, or a quiet section of a park path. If you feel unsteady, have someone you trust walk beside you. You will need a watch or a phone with a timer. Mark out a short distance, for example from one wall to another or from one tree to another, and make sure you can walk it comfortably without turning too many times. Now walk that distance at your normal, comfortable pace, the way you usually move when you are not in a hurry. Start the timer when you take your first step and stop it when both feet are past the finish point. Do this 2 or 3 times and write down your times. You are not trying to set a record, you are simply getting a picture of your current walking speed. You can repeat this same test once every few months. If you see that your time is becoming much longer over a short period, especially if you feel more unsteady or anxious about falling, it is important to mention this to your doctor. If you feel confident and your balance is good, you can try a very gentle dual task version. Walk the same distance, but this time count out loud by ones or say the days of the week. You should still feel safe and in control. If adding this simple task makes you suddenly slow down a lot or you feel like you might fall, stop and rest. This is not a diagnosis, but it is useful information to bring to your healthcare team. If you notice that you are walking more slowly, losing confidence, or needing to grab furniture or walls more often, do not panic, but do not ignore it either. The first step is to talk honestly with your doctor. Very often there are treatable reasons for slower walking and mental fog, such as low blood pressure, poorly controlled diabetes, side effects of medications, problems with vision or hearing, depression, or lack of physical activity. Checking and treating these issues can protect both your mobility and your memory. At the same time, there is a lot you can do to support your brain with your daily habits. Regular walking, even at a modest pace, helps blood flow to the brain. Simple strength exercises for your legs, like standing up from a chair several times in a row, help you stay powerful and stable. Balance exercises, like standing on one foot while holding a counter, teach your nervous system to react quickly and prevent falls. A heart-healthy lifestyle with plenty of vegetables, whole grains, healthy fats, good sleep, and no tobacco also feeds your brain. Staying mentally active by learning new things, talking to people, and challenging your mind with games or hobbies helps build brain connections that can delay the impact of disease. Let's bring this all together. Your walking speed is not just a number, it's a window into how well your brain, your nerves, and your muscles are working together. Small changes over time matter more than a single test on one day. When you notice that you are slowing down more quickly than your friends, or that walking and talking at the same time has become harder, that's your cue to pay attention and to ask for help early. You are not powerless. By checking your walking in a simple, safe way at home, by sharing what you notice with your doctor, and by building daily habits that protect your heart and brain, you give yourself the best chance to stay sharp and steady for as long as possible. If this message spoke to you, I invite you to try a gentle walking check this week and to share your experience in the comments. And if you want more science-based guidance on aging well, remember to subscribe and stay with me. We will keep walking side by side through the journey of healthy brain aging.